What's going on, LGH crew? Welcome to another video. I know it's been a while. Did keep you guys updated a little bit with some shorts and everything, but we're here nonetheless, and I want to talk about even more movies that I feel should have a Blu-ray or 4K release. Now, as we go through these, if any one of these movies has a 4K or Blu-ray release, let me know. I'd love to know. But anyway, we're going to start from number 11. I know, on uneven number. Whatever. Alright, so, the first one stars Daniel Stern, and it's about him being a package delivery guy, and he ends up being wanted for murder, and ends up being a camp counselor for a bunch of kids, and takes them on a retreat. It's a really fun movie. It's called Bushwhacked. Now, the only problem with this film is this one getting a Blu-ray release or a 4K release is a stretch because it is 20th Century Fox, which is owned by Disney. I know Disney is going to start branching out some of their films, but I don't know how far into catalogs they'll actually go. But I would love to see Bushwhacked at least get a Blu-ray if it has not. Which I don't think it has. I didn't see it when I was looking it up. I mean, 4K would be a stretch with this one, but a Blu-ray would be great. Now, the next one, I think we got a fair shot here. The double pack I did, because there's two of them. And that's My Girl and My Girl 2. These are such great movies, and I would love to see them remastered and restored in Blu-ray with a 4K scan, or even a good 4K release. I think My Girl and My Girl 2 definitely deserve the treatment. They're a lot of fun, and they're great movies. You know, it's personally one of my favorite Macaulay Culkin movies, and My Girl 2 is just a great movie. A lot of fun, you know? The next one is a Pauly Shore movie, and that's Biodome, which I feel not a lot of people talk about or even remember. Biodome is such a great movie and fun movie, and I believe Biodome does not have a Blu-ray release, nor a 4K. It has a DVD release, which I do own somewhere, but Biodome, I feel, can get the remastered Blu-ray and 4K treatment. Let's get more Pauly Shore in Blu-ray and 4K. That would be a stretch. That would be great. The next one stars John Leguizamo, and it's a stupid movie, but it's funny, and it's another Columbia Picture title, and that's The Pest. I think The Pest deserves a Blu-ray release or 4K treatment as well. It's a great comedy. It's very underrated, and if you've ever seen The Pest, you know what I'm talking about. It's very, very funny, classical, and comical. It's just one of those movies that you just can't help to chuckle with how stupid it actually is, but it's a lot of fun. And next one is actually another Pauly Shore title. And I actually don't know who made it, but I would love to see a Blu-ray and 4K release for Son-in-Law. Son-in-Law deserves a remastered Blu-ray scan, 4K scan as well. I think Son-in-Law would be a great film, guys, to have on Blu-ray and 4K. Next is Anything Ernest. Jim Varney doesn't get enough credit on Blu-ray, I don't think. Now, I know that some of these movies are on Blu-ray, but I'd love to see 4K. And what I mean by all the Ernest movies, I mean Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Saves Christmas, Ernest Scared Stupid. There's so many great Ernest movies, and they all deserve the 4K and Blu-ray treatment. So, whoever owns the Ernest movies, I think it's all separate companies, get on that, guys. Let's get Ernest in. Let's get Ernest in Blu-ray and 4K. I know Ernest Scared Stupid is owned by Touchstone Pictures, which again is Disney, so who knows if we'll get that. Now, the next one is a video game interpretation movie that I feel not a lot of people talk about or remember. It stars Robert Patrick, and I remember going to movies to see this as a kid, and that's Double Dragon. I think Double Dragon would look amazing in 4K. it would look amazing with a Blu-ray scan, and I know it's not on Blu-ray or 4K. I happen to know that for a fact because because I have Double Dragon right here actually, and the one thing that I had to get it imported from Region 1 a long time ago, but it's such a great movie. Double Dragon would definitely benefit from 4K and the Blu-ray treatment nonetheless. I think Double Dragon would be great. Next is a movie about a dog, and no, I'm not talking about Beethoven. This is an underrated dog movie about a dog that goes on an adventure and has a whole bunch of shenanigans happen, and just to get back to his owner. And that movie's Bingo. If you've never seen Bingo, look it up. It's a really fun and great title. I love Bingo. I used to watch it constantly as a kid. If you guys don't remember what Bingo is, I'm actually going to show you guys actually. This is Bingo. This movie's a lot of fun, and I would love to see it get the Blu-ray and 4K treatment. You know, it's a TriStar release, which is Columbia, and I think Bingo should at least get a Blu-ray. Maybe 4K is pushing it, but come on, TriStar, let's make that happen. It's a great movie. Next on the list is Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver. It's another great title that I feel should get a 4K release, because honestly I think it would look incredible in 4K. And it stars Alan Rickman as well. And that's Galaxy Quest, guys. Galaxy Quest in 4K would be great. That's DreamWorks, which I believe is owned by Universal. So I do feel like we could get that one. That would be great if Galaxy Quest got a 4K release. Again, it's fun. There's a lot of great coloring and stuff in Galaxy Quest. I do believe it has a Blu-ray release, but I would love to see it get that 4K treatment. Galaxy Quest deserves it. Next is a horror movie that I feel could be brightened up, and I may have talked about this one once before on the channel, and it's one of my favorite horror movies just because it makes you think, and that's The Uninvited. I would love a 4K release to The Uninvited. I believe it did get a Blu-ray release, which is also DreamWorks, believe it or not. So, yeah. I would love to see The Uninvited get brightened up in 4K or a new Blu-ray transfer, because The Uninvited is an underrated psychological horror thriller, in my opinion. It's a great movie. Now, the next one, again, it's a stretch because it is a 20th Century Fox title, but it's a great movie. It's a mind-blowing movie that makes you think an awful lot, and it stars Edward Norton and Jessica Biel. And to me, this movie is very underrated because it's such a great movie, and that's The Illusionist. This movie would look stunning in 4K. This movie is just, it's about a magician, and I don't want to give away too much. It's about a magician, and he's in love with this girl, and they have to go and I'll say trick, but I don't want to give away too much. Such a great movie, people. You have to go and trick people, but the movie is mind-blowing. It's one of those underrated movies of all time. If you've never seen The Illusionist, you need to get on it. It's a really, really fun title. But such a great movie. And yeah, so there is, as I'm looking, there's actually one more movie I want to mention that I think is a 4K release. I don't believe it has one. And that's World Trade Center. I think World Trade Center needs a 4K release. It's a great movie, very inspiring. The true story of two cops at 9/11, and I do feel that you know, giving that a 4K release is definitely overdue as well. I do think that could be brightened up and put together well and put back into 4K. Well, not back into 4K, into 4K, or even a good Blu-ray scan. But guys, this was my take on what movies I feel need to be more movies that I feel need to be on 4K and Blu-ray. Leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. Are any of these movies on Blu-ray and 4K that you know of? If they are, leave me a comment down below so I can go and look for them. Let me know. But because all the research I've done, I've not seen these movies on Blu-ray, and most of them definitely aren't on 4K. But leave comments. Let me know if you've seen these movies on Blu-ray and 4K. Let's start a conversation. But with that being said, guys, this does end another video. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit those notification bells so you know when I post a new video. Check out the TikTok at LJH Productions as well. And guys, remember, as soon as we hit 500 subscribers, I am giving away a copy of Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. I cannot wait to do that. Give this video a massive thumbs up, and I will see you all really soon. And as they say in the movies, cue the lights.